rises for the win from 29 from the right hash. Kuz kick is good. Here is Durant for the win. James for the win. It's gone. LeBron James at the buzzer.
We're gonna start things off with Corey Wright's apology.
Apology
to Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown. So you have the floor, sir.
What am I apologizing for?
Where you said you're not sure that they would work.
So we considering getting past the first round working?
Bro.
They've done that before. I'm not impressed.
It's how it looks.
I'm not impressed.
Bro, Ime Udoka has figured this out. Like, they have the best. This honestly might be like, this has a chance to be like a historic defense, in my opinion.
Oh, that's big.
Based on what we've seen so far. I'm talking like, we got 04 Pistons. You got those mid-2000s San Antonio teams, the Pacers, of course the bad boys. But, like, I think they might be like that. And I think no matter what happens, we know that Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown can work because this is a championship caliber team. Now, will they win the championship this year? I don't know. There's no telling that. I mean, Kobe and Shaq didn't win as soon as they got together. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes, it's your year, or sometimes it's a better team. But for you to question whether or not they should be together, I think that question's been answered.
I don't think so. Like I said, we've seen them in the Eastern Conference Finals. Mm-hmm. But I need
in a really weak East.
And you cannot. Well, what I was actually thinking about that statement, I don't think the East is that strong anymore. If we kind of seeing what's happening in the playoffs,
what you mean?
We just seen the Nets get swept. We see the Hawks down 3-1. Meanwhile, over
Bulls
here,
down 3-1.
Yeah, the Bulls down 3-1. Meanwhile, in the West,
I think the second round is going to be.
But in the West, it's like every single matchup has been 2-2. One,
I mean, Devin Booker went down, so there's that. I mean, all right, we got Utah, Mavs. Who else? I mean, the Nuggets are getting stomped.
I mean,
that's the only
one.
Who's the 3-6 matchup? That's the Nuggets. Who's 7? Who's 2? Oh yeah, Memphis and Timberwolves. Yeah, it's more competitive.
It's been
in the
more
West.
competitive in the first round. So that's just to that point. But anyways, back to the original topic. I just need to see more. I need to see it on a bigger stage. I think there was a lot of things wrong with the Nets. We can get into that a little bit later. So this round doesn't really prove much to me. I think now I'm gonna give them their credit. Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown are ballers. I give them their credit. They are true ballers. But I still need to see more for me to say that they can work together.
Okay, but can you agree that it is different now?
Yes, it is
the
different.
way they're playing now, and I think like Marcus Smart at point, which I never thought would be part of the solution. Yeah. Marcus Smart at point and the caliber of defense they're playing. Like, I just don't have the same questions I had before. Because before, the answer to me was I was like, they just need a point guard. I think I said on the last video, they just need a point guard. And the defensive player of the year, Marcus Smart, is their point guard. Again, didn't see that coming, but I think they have something that works. And I don't see a need to trade Jaylen. Like, right now, their roster, if anything, really, you could ride it out, make, tweaks here and there. I think, nowadays, we're so quick to judge a team. John Stockton and Karl Malone were together for, 14 years before they made the finals. You know what I'm saying? Dirk was in Dallas for years before they went back to the finals. So I think, give them time, but.
Yeah. And to that point,
you didn't apologize yet, but continue.
I do think Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown are if not right at their peak, they're approaching their prime. They're approaching their prime, and is actually exciting to see. I'm not going to apologize, so you can kind of forget that. I apologize. If they get to the finals and, if they end up winning it all. But, I'll apologize.
What if they just get to the finals?
I'll apologize if they make it to the finals.
Okay.
I will concede my point.
Yeah. But, I mean, the biggest thing I think, besides the Marcus Smart point, is also, like, defensively.
Yeah,
like, both of them are locked in defensively. They're both two-way tears. It's like E-Mac and Vince, but they play defense as well. Like,
I mean,
honestly, it's kind of like PG and Kawhi if you think about it.
I mean,
a healthy PG and Kawhi.
It's crazy because, like, honestly, the entire team plays defense.
There's no weakness.
There's no weakness. Like 1 through 5, all of them cats are on the floor playing defense. I mean, we saw we were just watching it past game, the closeout game, when they was locking KD down at certain points. He couldn't even, free himself up to get a clean shot. So,
Is KD a fraud?
KD had to look. KD went to the finals in OKC. He was 0-3-1.
I'm here to be
Warriors.
disrespectful. Is KD a fraud?
I think.
I'm trying to talk it out, Rick. I'm trying to think about it.
Go ahead.
Is KD a fraud? I would.
He had some series in OKC. Like, so,
Bro,
he had some series in OKC where, like, he didn't show up. And we don't talk about it. It seemed like Skip Bayless, like, we only talk about who Skip Bayless talks about.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And Skip Bayless don't talk about somebody we don't really. Skip Bayless or Stephen A. But if those two don't really go in, like, have we really held KD accountable for some of his playoff performances? Because it's easy to play well with the Warriors when you got Clay on one side, Steph on one side, you got Draymond.
I saw a picture on Instagram today. It was like they were quadruple teaming Steph.
Yeah, and he's open. Yeah.
KD's in the corner like this.
Like, defense is still, they game plan for Steph. They didn't game plan for KD.
Right.
So, I mean, KD's obviously an all-time great, probably top 15 all time. But, I mean, like, has he shown us that he can be that guy?
No, he hasn't.
Nah. Not at all.
I mean, all those years he's played with Westbrook and Kyrie, and they were averaging more shot attempts than him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like KD's just a really talented player, but you don't get the leadership. So is he a fraud?
I think you have to cease all arguments, all debates about KD being the best player in the league. Oh, like, all that has to go out the window now. You can no longer say that. And
I think he realizes that. That's why he left Golden State in the first place. He said, I'm going to show everybody I'm actually not a fraud. I can get this ring by myself. Well, made a team and get it done, and he didn't get it done.
He tried to go the LeBron route.
Yeah.
And he failed.
Yeah.
LeBron and KD, like I said earlier, objectively, it's best for the league that they both didn't win because they've been trying to cheat code this thing for the past few years. And right now, the teams that are winning are the teams that have built.
Yeah,
they've developed this whole. Let's throw a team together and we're gonna try to win a ring. Like that's not.
But it's Disney year.
It's so much wrong with the Nets though.
Oh, absolutely.
It was. I mean, you got KD, putting this team together. You got the Kyrie situation with the vaccine. I mean, you could put a lot of blame on that.
No defenders.
Yeah.
James Harden.
James Harden.
Steve Nash.
And most of all, my biggest thing is Steve Nash. I'm gonna keep saying it. I truly do not believe he deserved this job.
Absolutely.
He never should have. This type of caliber team should have never got a coach that never has coached a day in the.
Kyrie was like, "Well, we don't need a coach, man. We're fine."
And as you can see, that you actually do need a coach. I mean, because if you actually watch the Nets, a lot of times it's KD or bust. Like if you truly watch it, we gonna come down the court, KD get on the elbow and make something happen. Like that, you can't win a lot of games. You're not gonna advance in the playoffs. Just keep continuously coming down the court and doing that.
Hot take time. So Kevin Durant is the most gifted and talented player that's not a franchise, like, I want to choose my words wisely.
Franchise face, like,
he's not an anchor.
Yeah.
He's not an anchor. Not yet, at least.
Not yet, but he's 33.
Yeah, I don't think. I
at this point,
I don't think he'll ever be.
Yeah. Bro, we just saw KD, bro. I think at this point he's diminishing returns, bro. His prime is he's on the tail end of his prime right now.
It could have been last year with the tail end, but like right now, we expect the Bucks are gonna, finish off the Bulls. Like, I do not anticipate the Celtics shutting down Giannis the way they did KD, which is why I think unanimously we got to say Giannis is the best player, unless you're, an Embiid or, I don't think you can say Jokic. I mean, Jokic still hooping, but KD is not the best player in the league, and I fear that, like, by the time he retires, he might be the best player that was, like, never unanimously the best player in the league, like, because there was always somebody else, So
it's a lot of things wrong with the Nets. I mean, 1, 2, 3 Cancun, them boys up out of here.
It's over. Get them out of here. KD's a fraud. Thank you for joining us on the For the Win Vodcast.
Make sure you follow us on IG at For the Win Vodcast, on YouTube at For the Win, on Apple Music, on Spotify. We are everywhere.
For the win. And we out.
Peace.
Yes, sir.